And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. On 3rd down, that's Reed trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first. Here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side. Davis. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes your game plan for that offensively, you want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And Davis has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback.
And he's going to go down again.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Green 39.
And the back goes into motion.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He will find Davis on the left side complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Slot man moves right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The slot man in motion right. He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right there at the 43. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him with contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And Davis with it left side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. Touchdown, Titans.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in this second.
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get up.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Defense showing blitz.
Set.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Gun! Over! Here we go! Over! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Waters. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McCarthy. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll set up a throw. A swing pass caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because
and the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Mariota got his man complete over the middle. That's Bush. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Over.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McCarthy. He got 29 yards that time. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go. No. Check, Patriot.
They're going to try and throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Riley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return goes up to his own. $17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 61 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. He'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down following the run.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Dolphins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd?
And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bush. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
The slot man in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 18-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Fighting room at the 30, and a cutback right sideline, and he's brought down after a good gain. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and get stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jayon Brown in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Halfback sent in motion. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.